everybody, and welcome back to another Legacy video. In today's video, we're going to be playing Mardu Energy. Now, this is a deck that I have recently taken to a 5-0 trophy on Magic Online. It's a version of the Fair Boros Ocelot Pride style deck that also gets to take advantage of several pieces of hand attack and Orcish Bowmasters, just as a way to hedge your bets against decks like Oops All Spells, Reanimator, Mystic Forge, just decks that are really relying on needing specific resources to enact their game plan, while as a trade-off sacrificing your more resilient mana in the fair matchups. So problem points that I've noticed with this deck in the past are that we only have one basic plains to play off of, and decks with Wasteland are more capable of disrupting what we're doing. But as a trade-off, like I said, we've got hand attack, which is definitely effective in the combo matchups. But as general engine still, we got the Ocelot Pride Guide of Souls stuff that you may recognize from Modern. We have Amped Raptor, banned in Modern because of just how good it is. We've also got Voice of Victory Ajani. If you've looked at the Ocelot Pride mid-range decks on, say, Goldfish, you've definitely seen this exact list many times. It's kind of what the community has kind of coalesced on being the best way to play this deck. So we're going to run it in a league and see how we do. In round one on the play, looking at our opening hand, we have the Awkward Bloodstained Mire for not protected mana, but we have Thoughtseize, Guide Pride with a couple solid 2s. I think we just keep this and hope they're not on a Wasteland deck. We can get turn 1 Scrubland off this Mire. And then I think we lead on Thoughtseize. Yeah. See what they've got going on. We have Cradle Control. Which of these is the most annoying card in their hand? I think it's Witherbloom Command, just because it answers our Ocelot Pride pretty effectively. And then we just have to worry about them turn 1 rumbling off their Mox. And then also playing an Urza Saga, which is a bit of a pain. So they lead on Verdant Catacombs, Mox Diamond pitching the Urza Saga. This isn't the game they want to play. Into Basic Swamp and Malevolent Rumble. So Rumble finds them Grist. Okay, so this isn't Cradle Control. This is the Loampox list that has been going around. So they're taking Grist. Makes sense, and they have a Loam in the graveyard. So hand currently... Oh, I'm missing something in their hand. What did I get rid of? They played a Spell Bomb. I think they pitched something that I didn't grab that they pitched. And I think I'm just going to go Guide Pride this turn. Just try to start getting bodies into play. So yeah, we Guide Pride, go to end step, get a cat, gain more life, get the engine going. Drawing the second land was very good there. We never didn't have it, as some may say. So they got Spell Bomb, which isn't very useful. They do have 2 mana sources. Found another Urza Saga, which is going to be pretty good here. I think they probably just play the Grist. I'm trying to remember what I missed being in their hand, because the unknown card was that Urza Saga they just drew. See, I'm not sure. I think we lead on Voice, because they can't currently Grist me. And if this resolves, they just can't do anything during my turn. So they had a Bowmasters I didn't know about. That's a pain. So yeah, Pride's dead, and they get a token to sack to Grist. Gross. Um, how do we want to do this? Do we send guide and cat in? Try to push cat damage? Oh yeah, no, well no, because I want to jump the cat. Make that a threat. If we just jump the cat, they double block, sack, kill the voice. I've got a 3/3 cat going and not much else, and they're taking up an Urza's Saga. If I jump the guide, or just don't attack. Yeah, I think just not attacking is where we're at. And then I have an elegant parlor I can fetch for. Well, good news, they're shrinking the size of their constructs a bit, but I don't think that's really going to come up. See, my graveyard's getting exiled. Hopefully this Ajani can get somewhere. Like I could do the play of, if I draw another land, Ajani, Bowmaster my own cat to flip it. See, here's the Grist. Down ticking the Grist. I'm assuming the voice is dying. And it's voice or guide. I think voice is the better creature overall if I'm going to have a creature in play, but they kill the guide. Well, now I get to Bowmaster them and then finish off their Grist for free. Get Elegant Parlor. Yeah, I'll keep redundant Guidasouls. Let's play the guide. Let's play Bowmasters. Bowmaster target Bowmaster. Get a bunch of life. We'll send cat at we'll send cat at them, voice at them. Attack triggers. Put the guide on first so that we get the tokens first. One token goes at Grist, the other one goes at them. We will pay the energy and jump the cat token. Alright, not a bad turn of events. So they're down to boots and 2 unknowns. Probably, alright, we got game 1. So going into sideboarding, the wastelands are really bad against them because they're both colorless sources and just wasting them isn't very good. So I'll cut a couple of those. What do we want to bring in against them? I like Disruptor Flute, just as a way to shut off their wastelands. I like March. I like Exercise. And I think... See, Stoney's nice for specifically Mox Diamond. But everything else is kind of bad. I think with bringing these in, that's enough random hate for the artifacts and such that I'll keep it like that. What else is kind of bad against them? I think it's just the hand attack. Let me just cut all the therapies. Even the thought seizes. I mean, we could bring in stuff to cut some of the thought seizes. Like Static Prison, because it answers Planeswalkers. Yeah, I like that. Get rid of 2 of the thought seizes. I don't think we're bringing... Well, could bring in Stone. Yeah, we can bring in Stone to cut the other thought seizes. Because, yeah, the hand attack's not good here. So, yeah, we'll do it like this, and then see how game 2 goes. Alright, so we're going to be on the draw for game 2. This hand is significantly worse than game 1. Still 1 land, but not a good engine. This one I will keep. It's again awkward. We've got some good stuff going. I think I bottomed Stony here. Because I want to keep Disruptor Flute because Wasteland's the best way to pick this hand apart. Hatchery's pretty good into Thoughtseize. It's not the worst Thoughtseize in the world. Because I have a 2 of voice. see what they take here. I think it's probably get rid of one of the voices if you have another way to kill a different voice. Yeah. Stony off the top. Well, let's shadowy backstreet. Try to find a land. We like a land. So now if they have wasteland, it's not the worst thing in the world. But we'll find out. Yeah, this Humidian Hatchery card is it's a real pain. Just makes so many dudes when it goes away. And the Mardu build of the deck just is not as good at pushing damage as the Boros one is. Now, what 2-drop do we want to get down? I think we just get a voice down. Because I would like to start applying some kind of pressure, and none of the hate pieces in my hand are currently hating anything. And I'm not that bothered with Wasteland anymore. I would be bothered with Loam Wasteland, but in that case, I just flute Loam. Well, there's Loam. Yeah, we are dredging Loam. Interesting. Milled Boots, Diamond, and Catacombs. Let's see what they've got. We got a Mox Diamond. We're shipping Besage You. That's an annoying one. And Grits. Barrogoyf? Deluge for 3. That's bad. What do we do now? So they've got Loam in hand. They pitch the Besage You. So I think what my plan here is prison the Mox. And then play Flute main phase on Life from the Loam. Just hope they don't have another Besage You in their hand. They're not doing anything. We're untapping. Orcish Bowmasters is good. Now, do I just let the Static Prison die? I think I'm going to hold it for one more turn. And then let it die. Just pass it back, hold up end step Bowmasters. They currently don't have anything going on. Oh, that's something going on. Alright, so good end step. Flash in the Bowman. Send a damage upstairs. Hope they don't have their own Bowman. They don't currently have their own Bowman. Oh, that was such a good Wasteland draw. Right, so now I'm going to decline. They can have their diamond back. They didn't have a land to discard. We'll waste their Urza's Saga. And then we'll attack them for 2. They have a Bowman. Tis annoying. Block. Oh, they don't block. Let's play Stony. Pass. Gonna hopefully try to get them in some kind of a squeeze. Not really any of that. Oh, that's bad. So now they can pop their hatchery. What are we convoking? They had a deck that plays Corticaller? Oh, Hogak, right. Forgot that was in this deck. I'm just gonna untap and take a draw. Yeah, voice is solid. I think I can go another turn without attacking. Because, yeah, this is just, yeah, big 8/8 trample. So I'm not, like, my life total is not being pressured that much. I mean, it's being pressured quite a bit, but I'm still at 20. Verdant. Take a draw. I mean, Guide's pretty good. Yeah, let's play Guide. So now I can get a 5 toughness Voice of Victory. So, Guide on the stack first. We mobilize. Life gain, pay the energy. You know, I did forget in that first game that Guide of Souls just whenever you attack. You don't have to attack with the Guide of Souls. So I think I could have just sent in a cat there for free. We put him to 4. End step sack the warriors. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about my position right now. They can get a lot of chump blockers with the hatchery is a problem. Attack with the Gak. Yeah, I'll take 8. Going to 6. Passing. March. That can be good. Let's just send in voice again. Could also send in orc army. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just get the muscle memory clicking of stacking the triggers properly down. See if they pop their hatchery this turn. I would assume that happens this turn. Yeah. Can't stop that. They get any basic of their choosing. And they make 3 1/1s. And they can block. So yeah, they chump, trade, take 2. Sure. I think I'm just swords and Gak here. Put him back to 10. And then passing. And next turn we can jump Guide of Souls proper. Have 2 flying attackers. They're sending an insect in. Okay. I mean, I guess they're at 10 now, so their life total isn't under a ton of pressure, but Bowmaster's just a hot draw. Send in everybody, stack the triggers properly. Gain life, pay the energy. Slap it on the Guide of Souls. So we got 2 3-power flyers and then 2 1/1s on the ground. Chump the Guide, take 5, and then we'll just pass with Orc and March up. Alright, I think we've got this. Don't know what individual draw gets them out of this. Guide of Souls is a messed up magic card. Just permanent flying. Alright, we got round 1. Let's go to round 2. Alright, we are on the play in round 2. Checking out our opening hand. We got a lot of our own wastelands. But our own mana is iffy. I think we keep this on the play. I think we just lead on the old wasteland go. Because if they have a wasteland, I would much rather them wasteland my own wasteland. And then try to set up some voice bowmasters stuff. So we've got removal, we've got a lot of good creatures. We've got our red amped raptors, great. Just see what our opponent's got going on. Alright, but it's mulling to 6. And they are keeping a 6. So yeah, I think we'll do the same thing that I was saying before. We'll just lead on Wasteland. See what we're up against. Eye of Ugin. Well, that is getting wastelanded immediately. Nothing came out of it, luckily. So it's either Post or Eldrazi. Now I'm pretty comfortable playing Scrubland. I don't think Eldrazi is a wasteland deck. Could be proven wrong. Echoing Deeps as an Eye of Ugin. I see. So it's probably Post. Now, we could Wasteland, but I kind of like just starting the pressure. Let me just get voice down now. This matchup, yeah, we have to like keep them off mana, but also if we're not applying any pressure to them, they will just draw more lands. There's Uwat. See what Uwat grabs. Uwat grabbed Spirit Guide. See if anything. See if they have a third land first off. So it's like green Post. There are some blue Post decks going around. This is not one of them. I don't mind the start against Post. I just need to hit mana. If I draw a fetch land here, gas. Just waste them off their Urza's Tower, deploy a Johnny. What do we got this turn? 4 Eldrazi mana. They took back the exiling of Spirit Guide. Nope, they're exiling Spirit Guide. What do we got, opponent? I'm not the most familiar with what Post is on these days. Using Tower and Spirit Guide to presumably cast a 4-drop. Or it could just be like a hard cast once upon a time in main phase. That seems pretty weak. I don't know, but they're tanking on it. 3 minutes with the Silver Spirit Guide in their hand. I'm just over here rambling like a madman. Still got 1 green in the pool. Nope, they took it back again. They're paying costs. Nope, they're not. Nope, they're paying costs. They're exiling Spirit Guide. What is it? What is this fantastic play that they've been... Oh my god. Took it all back again. This is great content. Crop rotation, the Echoing Deeps. Into Planar Nexus. So probably gonna have to Wasteland next turn. The One Ring? Kozilek's Command. That's a pain in the ass. Ooh, another Wasteland. Pew. Take out Planar Nexus. Play a Johnny. Pass it over to them. We love Triple Wasteland. Cloud Post. Passing the turn? No, come on, attack with the Eldrazi spawns. What's the worst that could happen? So yeah, now I think I'm pretty comfortable. I could Bowmaster, but no, I think I just Guide of Souls. Waste their Urza's Tower. It does open me up to a Kozilek's command. I should have done this before playing the guide. That was a bit of a punt, I will admit. But this is called learning. See if they're doing anything in response. Sadly, I'm not currently playing a deck that really punishes poor clock usage, so them tanking on every decision I can't actually like really utilize because the game should be over one way or the other before that matters. See if they're chumping with anything. I highly doubt it. Well, we're both down to one land in play. Gaining 2 off Glimmer Post. They got 5 mana available. If I can just draw a red source for the first time this league, that'd be great. I had an Elegant Parlor in the first match, so I can't say I've never had red. Now I'm sitting on 2 red cards in my hand and the inability to cast them. It's like if I can Bombardment next turn, I'm feeling real good about this game. I have to have like exactly Ugin at that point. So we got 5 mana, 2 spawns. Down to 18 minutes on their clock. Alright, looks like they're passing the turn. So it's like Kozilek's command or bust. Let's go to combat. Turn the board sideways. See if we block. They take the 4. Play another Guide of Souls. See, this is where I'm worried. Because I just have very little pressure. Really needed to hit a second land at some point. They're using spawns. Kozilek's command for 3. For 1. Just making a dude. What? That's a crazy play. What? Must have something to do with this 2 floating colorless. Why would you do it for 1 and then not be healing my Guide of Soul? Do you have another one? Then you're not adding to the board? I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Cloud Post player, so I could be wrong in all of this, but... Another post, you have 4 mana? Can't do anything with it? If they ever find a 1 ring, I'm pretty screwed, but... Then next turn they'll have 7? Yeah, that's the important number. I just can't find a second land, so I'm gonna lose to this. Sucks. Yeah, this is another one of those matchups where if I was on Boros, I'd feel so much better about my position. The Thoughtseizes are not that important. Bowmasters isn't either. So they got 9 mana now. I think if an Ugin hits the stack, I can pretty easily concede. Karn is an Ugin. See what this gets. Is there any individual card that they can play in their sideboard that stops Karn from just dying this turn? Bridge is not that card. Like, Bridge can be annoying eventually. Get another card out of their hand? Looks like it. Yeah, it's annoying. What are we naming on Flute? I burned through 3 wastelands, so that's not very good. If they're tuned into what I'm doing, it's probably Goblin Bombardment. Because that's the way I can get damage through Ensnaring Bridge. Yep, they're tuned in. Alright, deck. Show me some good stuff. Rickus. I mean, that's not bad. So you can play Rickus. That cat can't attack anyway, so I can just play Bowman. Target my own cat warrior. Flip. Oh. Yeah, because I can just attack. Yeah. Attack Karn. Pay the energy. Kill Karn and then make a cat. Soul Guide's fine. I mean, they're getting cards out of their hand, which sucks. Yeah, this Disruptor Flute's gonna be pretty good here. Cycling? I'll take that. Had a land to play. Just have another spell, so none of my board can attack. Well, that's gonna put a card in their hand. Look, 1 power is pretty relevant. Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. What is the best line of play here? So I can play Void. So they have 4 posts. So they very easily have Ulamog next turn. Which sucks. So yeah, this all sucks. Make a cat. Gain a life. Play Voice of Victory. Attack with the Bowmasters. Jump it. Keep chipping in for damage. See what this Ulamog's hitting. Or just, they could just hit my 2 lands. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think I can win this game now. There was a point in time where drawing a land would have done it, but themselves the 3. Sadly, I'm not playing Boros, so I don't have a Lightning Bolt in my deck. Well, I mean, they can't attack with it, so we'll pass. Bowmasters was a good draw. So now if they don't play a card, Okay, they remembered to play a card. Annoying. Play another Bowman. Upstairs. Draw. Oh, wait. No, I just got them. Put that back in their hand. Hey, let's go. Let's go. And then attack with the Bowmasters in the voice. Sick. That's hot. Alright. Yeah, they gotta draw a card, see if they can find anything, and then just die to the Bowmaster pings. I guess the line is if they drew exactly crop rotation. Alright. So we got game one. Love to see it. Stony shutting off One Ring is nice, but outside of that, we definitely want Exercise. We want Static Prison. What do we not want in this matchup? Anything that doesn't just kill them? Like Swords is pretty terrible. Just whatever they play, it gains them so much life. But, you know, a Disruptor Flute naming Karn is probably fine. Also bringing Stony, because it shuts off the One Ring from drawing cards. Then we can also cut Cabal Therapy and just leave in Thoughtseize. Yeah, I don't hate it. Alright, let's try this. Alright, we're on the draw now. Up a game. This hand does not put any pressure on them. Ship that. This hand is also not great. This hand we will keep, though. I think we sadly have to get bad lands with this Bloodstained Mire. So we'll keep it. I think we bought him Raptor Bowmasters. Go to 2-for-1 city with these Amped Raptors. Mire go. So now we can get bad lands. We have white mana with Karakas. Cloud Post. Yeah, I'm just going to fetch an end step for the bad lands. Draw. Rickus into Amped Raptor. Yeah, Thoughtseize is fine. It's free off Amped Raptor. Show me what you got. Yeah, get this Karn out of here. Glimmerpost, Dismember, Disruptor Flute. This Wasteland's gonna be pretty good, is what I'm hearing. So they play Post, they've got Dismember, Disruptor Flute up. Do they Disruptor Flute on Wasteland in main phase? They do not. Well, while I can do it, Wasteland your Post. They cast Disruptor Flute. Naming Bombardment again? I have the Exercise this time. Orcish Bowmasters. Interesting. Crop Rot, sure. I mean, Crop Rot off the top's pretty good. Get another Post. Then I'll just play another Raptor. Get a Pride. Attack you for 2. Got Dismember and 1 Unknown. And 4 mana. Let's go tapped Elegant Parlor. Do I want Stony here? I don't think I do. Send everybody. kind of happy with Stonies or anything getting dismembered. Yeah, it's fine. Attack them for 4. I think we're just exercising this flute. Because it is actually shutting off a Bowmaster in my hand. Alright, no longer know anything in their hand. And we win the match. Alright, on to round 3. We are finally on the draw in round 3. Waiting for our opponent to select the play. And our hand is, I think, okay. Doesn't have fantastic mana, which this deck never does. But we've got a solid base of threats and some interaction, so I think just in the blind, this hand is fine. So we will keep it. All right, let's see what our opponent is on. They're mulling to 6. They're keeping a 6. Savannah, the Noble Hierarch. So I think we are going to lead on a Hail Mary Cabal Therapy naming Nadu. We did not hit a Nadu. Night Green Sun Swords Keen-Eyed. So it looks like we're playing against Lane. Well, could be lands. Could just be a Nadu mid deck. They drew a land. That's annoying. Keen-Eyed. Passing. So I think I'm going to... Do I want to Amped Raptor, or do I want to Bowmaster's Cabal Therapy? I think I want to Amped Raptor. Fetching in response is interesting. There's nothing that I could hit here. Oh, they're just eating my Cabal Therapy in response. That makes sense. Yeah, we'll Swords Keen-Eyed. And then pass. And there is also a world where just Bowmasters, they're noble. Yeah, I kind of forgot that was a line, but yeah, that worked out. Play Knight. They pass. So now I'm feeling pretty good about just wrecking their mana. So we can pop Savannah, play Bowmasters, pop their Noble, and pass. Alright, Knight of the Reliquary. We are not attacking, and we are passing. That's an Ocelot Pride. No, because they can fix into white. Let's just play out the Ocelot Pride, hold up Bowmasters. I don't want to run out this voice when they can just turn Bayou into white mana. Cradle. It's their own Bowmasters. That's a pain. Man, our opponents with the good draws. Alright. So we got Cradle and 3 creatures now. Noble. Yeah, I think I'm losing this game. Those draws were the nuts. Something for 1. Oh, that's Sylvan Safekeeper. No, it's Noble. Yeah. None of this is ideal. Yeah, I should have done this first. That was another classic blunder. Guide solid. Oh, land guide voice. I think I'm attacking with Amped Raptor here. Chipping in for 2. Now they need to either find a white land or they have to turn their Gaia's Cradle into white mana. They can turn their Dryad Arbor into white mana. Okay. I'm not getting hit by Knight of the Reliquary this turn, at least. Assuming my voice is getting swords. Oh, my guide's getting swords. People do not respect Voice of Victory. Alright, let's get Elegant Parlor. Rickus. Draw land. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, let's go to combat. Attack with Voice Amped Raptor. They take the damage. And then I'm going to play my True Name Nemesis. Ajani's really good against one big creature. Alright, we'll pass it over. Now if they attack it to flip my Ajani. Unless they found another removal spell, in which case, yeah, sucks to be me. And Ajani was a very good draw, though. As he typically is. See what our opponent's doing. Are we gonna attack? Attacking with Orcish Bowmasters. I will take the 2. That just seems way too suspicious to me. I don't know what they could have to deal with the Ajani once it flips, but it seems like they got something. Backstreet. That sucks. It's at least a Surveiller, but yeah, we'll leave that on top. Yeah, let's just send in the cap. We keep some pressure up. Let's have swords for Ajani. Block, then trigger on the stack swords Ajani. Alright, they can't cast swords during my turn. That might have been what it was. Still can't cast spells on my turn. Okay, they're gonna float sack. Get out, no, another fetch, yeah. And fetch for a Surveil land. Nope, just leave the fetch in play. They haven't surveilled it all yet. Another fetch. Sending in just Bowmasters. I will decline to block once again. They're fetching. Got the swords. Yep. Alright, Amped Raptor. Show me the good stuff. They're using Knight of the Reliquary here. Interesting. Getting the Peatland. While I have 2 Bowmasters in play? No way. Really? That's crazy. What? Okay, then. Some pretty insane behavior over there. Yep. Kill that one. Kill that one. Fetching. I got Renegade Rallier to get the Bowmasters out of it. Well, I didn't put a Bowmaster in your graveyard, so you're getting a land back. Oh, the Ignoble. Yeah, it's fine. It still seems like a great trade on my end. Alright, Amped Raptor. Show me the goods. Those are good. Does this just kill them? Opponent said they hate all these MH3 cards so much. They're pretty good. So yeah, we kill this. They block 2. They take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I mean, they're not dead. But yeah, we will swords that. They block 2, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they're not quite dead. But I think we do still, yeah, just send everybody. They have to trade Renegade Rallier. Oh, or they just accept their demise. Okay, that works too. Alright, going into game 2. So against like Naya lands or something in that range. I think we want March. Static Prison. Exercise seems, well, I don't know, we didn't see Mox Diamond from their end. Could bring in Flute. Like, what do I not want? I think I just don't want the hand attack again. Maybe it's just the therapies? Because they have ways of exiling them. That and that. Leave a couple Thoughtseizes in, just bring in some removal. Yeah, seems fine. Alright, going into game 2, on the draw. My opponent is very salty. Just understandably so. It's, yeah, the cards are pretty messed up, but like saying there's not a lot of Stratter skill is come on. All right. I think we're just gonna get basic planes, put the Pride into play. All right, they have Dryad Arbor and do another Hierarch. And Swords my Pride. Seems pretty good. I'm just gonna play this cat. Ship it over. See what my opponent's got. They got a lot of mana. They've had a lot of dorks, and I didn't have a lot of bowmasters. So we'll see. Could be, I mean, if it's like Knight of the Reliquary, it's not as big of a problem because I drew the swords. Fetch and Windswept. Find a Bayou. I am going to play the game of they don't have a way to kill a flipped Johnny right now. Green Sun for 3. Grist. They do have a way to kill it. Alright. We play on. Bowmasters was really freaking good. I don't need to leave up Caracas as an option this turn. We'll just play Shadowy Backstreet. Yeah, card's probably fine. Kill the Grist. Then next turn, we get Johnny into Voice, or Voice into a Johnny. Or we just kill that Knight of the Reliquary and play a Johnny with a Caracas up. I like that line of play. Boop. Oh no, not that one. This one. And then we send. We leave up Caracas. Got 2 cards in hand, 5 mana. Going to combat. Passing the turn. Another Voice. That's pretty good. Let's go to combat. Send with everybody. They have a Bowman. What are we targeting? My Bowman. That happens. Also got Endurance. Jesus. It's pretty good. Should have led on Voice. It was a blunder from me. The 2 last cards in their hand being Bowmaster Endurance is pretty messed up. Now we can see how they block. Eat my army. Trade with the cat. Yeah, that's fine. I will flip this a Johnny. We will make a cat. Play Voice. And play Voice. Pass the turn. Alright, we're top decking. I mean, the line of just getting to swing with Voices and then 0 a Johnny is pretty great. I mean, yeah, I'll be blocking with this Cat Warrior. I doubt you're playing Berserk. Be a pretty good Berserk. You know, they're just gonna get bashed in the face by Voice of Victories. And they make red tokens. I think I'm gonna get another yeah. Some more MH3 salt, but we're 3-0 going into round 4. Alright, we are on the play for round 4. You love to see it. And our opening hand? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good looking hand at 7. I'd say that much. Now, do we still play around Wasteland? I think we do. As much as I want to just guarantee this bombardment, I also want to make sure that I at least have 1 white mana in play. So we'll go Plains into Guide. And see if we're dead on turn 1. We haven't yet been turn 1 killed yet. Which is the bane of this deck's existence. Fatal Push. So Dimir Tempo, I would assume? Which I liked. It's that or like mono black. Which both of which I'm pretty okay with seeing. I mean, Baragoyf's a bit of a pain, but yeah, we have ways around it. Swords to Plowshares is a hell of a magic card. Okay, it looks like Dimir. Just get Entomb reanimated here, then yeah, they wanted it more. Thoughtseize. Take another Pride or Bowmasters. Goblin Bombardment. That does also make sense, just in case it. Well, he had the push. Yeah, we'll go Silent Clearing, Ocelot Pride, hold up Bowmasters. Send for 2. Pass the turn. Got a Bloodstained Mire. Nethergoyf. Now, do I want to just play this into Daze? Not really. Guidasouls is pretty good. I think now I'm okay with playing this into Daze. They have it, it's pretty good. I tapped the button magic online. Ooh, alright. Then if that happens, it's also pretty good. Just they don't have anything. Alright, well, now I'm just going to go to end step. Do I get a trigger? You have a third fatal push. Of your own Bowmasters. Your own Bowmasters be pretty annoying. Looks like what we got. Yep, killing my Ocelot Pride. Huh? Killing my Bowmasters. Okay. Sure, do you got another Bowmasters? I mean, yeah, I guess you want to cast Brainstorm, but like, this Ocelot Pride's pretty good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 permanents in play. Fatal Push. It's also pretty good. 3 Fatal Pushes in the top 14 cards when you get paired into this deck. Pretty good, pretty good. Alright, well, they're down to nothing really going on. And I don't have to worry about Entomb Reanimate. I like that. Then if I ever draw a red source for popping off, I'll take 3. I got a guide going. I'm pretty fine with just taking some damage. And a playset a push. Alright. That's brutal. Yeah, we're just passing the turn now. This is kind of falling apart. If I draw red mana, I'm feeling pretty comfortable, but did they shuffle their Ponder? No, they did not. Fine, just still taking chip damage from the Nethergoyf. Pass the turn. I like that. Just pass again. And this turn, chump with Orc Army, play a Bowmaster. Aren't playing anything, so we'll play a Bowmaster. Kill your Bowmaster. Get to untap. There's red mana. Tapped, sadly, but we'll leave that on top. Don't really want to trade any of this for Orc Army, so pass. If they flash in a Bowmaster here, I think I might. No, I'm not going to pop a clearing. Bitter Triumph, paying the life, sure. The next turn's going to be pretty good. No attacks. Alright, so we'll lead on Voice of Victory. Make them do their stuff now. That's fine. Right, empty-handed, here's an Ampteraptor. The Orcish Bowmasters. Alright. We'll pass it on back. Maybe I'm just supposed to bash there. They go to 5 block. Wasteland. Rude. Can't really attack. Never didn't have it. Fetch. Plateau. Raptor. Into. It's gonna be hand attack, isn't it? Oh no, it's gas is what it is. Hell yeah, and we got the city's blessing. And then before you can have a bowmaster, I'm gonna pop this draw card. My own wasteland. That's not very good. Alright, we're gonna send everybody. You can block 2 of it. Take 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, they hate bowmasters. Alright, they go to 2. Oh no, they go to 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, right, that's a 2-1. Yeah, no, it's 7. They're almost just dead to that block, but... Alright, go to you. Do they draw Barrogoyf? Did we talk about main deck Barrogoyf? I don't know. And... did we get game 1? Hey, got game 1. Alright, into sideboard against Dimir. I think it's pretty similar to what we've been doing, which is exile removal. Bring in Disruptor Flute to name Tameo. Is that good enough? I think it kinda is, because I just don't like hand attack in this matchup. Bring in all of this, cut all the hand attack so that most of our draws are just good. Send it back. Alright, so we're on the draw now for game 2. They're on the play. I don't have any white mana. And Wasteland's not the greatest, so we are going to ship this hand. We will keep the solid mana. We'll put back, I think, Caracas, because it's not very good in this matchup. They don't play any legends I want to bounce. Delta fetch UC Tameo. Oh, Netherglyph. I'm going to go for the cheese. Because Wasteland's not usually very good in this matchup. Okay, the cheese did not work. Real shame, that. Alright, now if they're gonna push anything, I think I'd rather them push Guide of Souls, so we're gonna lead on Guide. They have days, they have days. Sewers? The sewers. God, if I draw Wasteland, it'd be so good. They left a card on top? Yep. Wasteland. Good news. Fatal Push. Rude. Take my 2. Another Marsh Flats. I'm going to play Silent Clearing since it's the land I care about least. Play a Johnny. If this gets dazed, it's fine. That's fine. I'm going to waste my clearing. Or maybe not. So they're holding up Orcish Bowmasters. So now I can leave up Orcish Bowmasters. So I'm going to leave up Orcish Bowmasters and see if I can get them to waste their mana. Yep. Make them skip a turn. Another Wasteland. They're gonna start wasting me. I'll take 2. Yeah, I'll just untap. Wasteland and upkeep. So no longer leaving up Bowmasters. Could daze me again. Yeah. Upstairs. Land, and then they didn't have daze before, so I doubt they'll have daze again. Swords their Nethergoyf. So now their pressure's turned off. Just have a tap land. They didn't have any counter magic before, so I feel like they would have used counter magic on one of those things. Well, voice is pretty nice, actually. And they really can't interact with what I'm doing. Alright, start the beats. Bowmasters. I couldn't have seen this coming. Ooh, that's pretty good. An uninterruptible guide pride turn. 6. You only get to 8 permanents in play. Real shame that. Yeah, we'll talk with both and we'll jump the orc army. Make this boy dummy thick and flying. Blocking a warrior. For sure. Okay, I clicked that the wrong way around, but it didn't matter because I wouldn't have had the city's blessing anyway. Ponder. Land. Do you have another Orcish Bowmasters? No, you do not. I think they needed to have an Orcish. I mean, if they have a Fatal Push too, that also works. They need to have removal for one of either Pride or Guide this turn, or they're just so out of it. Even if they kill one or the other, I'm in a really good spot. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just Guide of Souls gaming. Amped Raptor. Yeah, we'll float the energy first. Exercise. I could not cast that. Play a Rickus. Go to combat. Send everybody. Put that trigger on the stack first, and then I'm going to jump a cat token so it can't get Bowmastered. Oop. So 3, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Trading with a warrior. Sure. Alright, you're at 3. You're top decking. Got 2 flyers so I can get over Barrogoyf. Feeling pretty good about this. Alright. And so, yes, I did have the thing where... So this was technically a league that I started previously that I thought had a little bit of a bug from, like, waiting start... Whatever. So we 4-1 to this total league. 4-0 in the video. Video's at a length that I like anyway, so I'm going to leave it as is. So let's go into just talking about the deck a bit. So it did the, like, energy Ocelot Pride midrange thing of just, yeah, playing a bunch of really good MH3 cards backed up by Swords to Plowshares. The mana didn't come up too much in this league. The match that I lost was to Loampox that wasn't on camera. That was a lot because of the mana being awkward. In the few leagues that I've done, the mana has just been my just biggest problem with the deck, and the hand attack hasn't been so good to where I guaranteed would want to play this version over Boros. So I think I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to run a league with Boros, and then we're going to just direct compare how we feel about the two decks. So if you're interested in that, stick around for tomorrow's video. But in that case, I will see you guys tomorrow.